Are you new into Pokemon cards and trading them too? Here are some tips and tricks on trading them professionally and how to avoid getting scammed. I'm going to be teaching you how to prepare, authenticate, determine condition, and value when trading Pokemon cards. Let's get started. Before you make a trade, you have to make sure that you don't get scammed. How, you may ask? First off, find someone to trade with. The best places to go to are going to be local card shops. They are the best sources of the fun in the Pokemon card hobby. Don't be afraid to negotiate and find mutually beneficial deals. Next, be prepared to trade. What do I mean by that? Before entering any trading session, educate yourself on the value of different cards. Keep track of the market trends and set your trading goals accordingly. Your knowledge will give you an upper hand. Acknowledging of your trading goals, such as what cards you want to find and trade for, and what cards to bring to trade. For example, you can have cards that have sentimental value to you and that you don't want to trade. That's absolutely okay with you, as long as you tell your trading partner that. Take duplicate cards that you already have and trade those, as well as cards that may not fit well in your collection. Also, be sure to protect your Pokemon cards, as their condition affects their value. Use a sleeve, or preferably a penny sleeve. Specifically, one's made by Ultra Pro for $2 for a 100 pack. Now, once you put your cards in the sleeve, that doesn't mean it won't get damaged. Put some care into it, as if it is very valuable. This is optional, but a binder will help you store, transport, and display your Pokemon cards very efficiently. But be careful, binders with rings will damage your cards over time. Use binders like this that are made of the highest quality that money can buy for only $40 to $50. Yes, a small container works, but it won't be very effective. A lot of these things can be found at your local Target or Walmart, if they even have any. Being prepared is the best thing that you can do to have a successful trading session. When you trade, a key factor to keep in mind is whether or not the card is authentic or not. If it's a graded card from a reputable grading company, then it's fine. If the card looks like a cheap gold medal card that's thin and light, tell them they're screwed. For ungraded cards, look for any texturing on the rares. For example, this card's surface has texture, while this card's surface has no texture at all. This card is fake because its holofoil is vertical and looks like something from a Chinese manufacturing company. And if a card has no holofoil or texture at all, looking like a cheap slab of cardboard from a Chinese factory, then it is fake. Next, look for any errors in the text or font. Every Pokemon card has one specific font that they use in their cards. Now, let's look at the backing. The first thing to look out for is its colors. The back of fake cards always appears aggressively bluish and bright, just like this card. But a great way to know is to get a card that you know is real and compare it to a card that might be fake. You can also go into a dark environment and use your phone's flashlight. Put the card right in front of it. If you can see the light through the card, then it's fake. If not, then it is a real card. With that, you can now tell whether or not a Pokemon card is fake or not in less than a second. Next, let's talk conditions. You have to make sure that you get what you trade for. Keep in mind of the 6 scales of card condition. M for mint, NM for near mint, LP for lightly played, MP for moderately played, HP for heavily played, DMG for damage. Carefully check for any whitening, dents, creases, scratches, altering, off-centering, and other printing errors. These factors can also affect the value of your and their cards. The worse the condition, the lower the value. Speaking of value, let's talk money. This is a very efficient way to trade Pokemon or any other trading cards, as card shops use this method too. To make a good trade, you need to compare pricing. Use reputable sources like TCG Player, price charting, and even sold eBay listings. Compare the market price and the market price history that corresponds to the appropriate condition scale. It is also a good idea to compare market pricing from two different sources, as it can help make pricing more accurate. It may take a while, but it will be worth it to not get scammed and turn a bad day into a good day. If you pay cash, then that can credit to the trade value. In many card shops, if you decide to trade some of your cards as store credit, keep in mind that not 100% of the market value will be credited. Local card shops are designed to make profit. When you trade a card for store credit, they will only accept a certain percentage of that market value. Along with the card's condition, can also affect the credited value. If you disagree on an offer, make a counteroffer. What's a counteroffer? A counteroffer is an alternative offer to someone who has already made an offer to you. You can also add more items to your offer if the values don't match. If you decide to negotiate or bargain for a buy or trade, make a counteroffer that is lower than the listing price of that item, but make it reasonable. Hopefully these tips help out those who are new in the Pokemon card hobby and want to start collecting professionally. Subscribe for more Pokemon card content. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing MemeWade677.